Most players dribble like amateurs, slow, predictable, weak. They think a few flashy tricks will save them, but in reality, they're getting destroyed on the pitch. Every time they try to dribble, they lose the ball or freeze under pressure. They don't trust themselves, yet they dream of becoming professional footballers. How can you make it to the top if you can't even get past a single defender? Defenders aren't here to give you space. They're here to shut you down, embarrass you, and win for their team. They won't make it easy for you, so you need to become the kind of player they fear, the kind they can't stop. If you're tired of losing the ball and getting outplayed, listen up. Here are 3 easy ways to instantly improve your dribbling and dominate the game. Flow state is a zone where everything feels effortless and you're fully locked in. But here's the problem. Most players never reach this state. The moment they receive the ball, their mind goes blank, they hesitate, overthink, and let fear control them. Instead of playing with confidence, they freeze, unsure of their next move. But in the flow state, everything changes. You don't overthink, you just act. Time slows down, movements feel natural, and your mind and body work in perfect sync. The best players, like Neymar, constantly scan the field, stay confident, and trust their instincts. That's how they enter the flow state. In this zone, your body moves as if it already knows what to do. Your skills become second nature, and your confidence skyrockets. You're no longer stressed or worried about making mistakes because you see everything. Where your teammates are, where the defenders are, and exactly what your next move should be. Defenders struggle to stop you because you're unpredictable, reacting in real time and adapting effortlessly. This is why players in flow seem untouchable. They don't hesitate, they don't force plays, and they don't dwell on mistakes. Meanwhile, the average player is stuck in his own head, overthinking every move, afraid of losing the ball, worried that his teammates or coach will yell at him. That fear holds him back. But once you experience flow, football stops being a game of stress and pressure. It becomes a game of instinct and mastery. You'll play with freedom, confidence, and peak performance. And when that happens, your path to becoming a professional footballer becomes much easier. I know you've heard about flow state. Maybe you even think you understand it. But what if I told you that most players have no idea what it actually feels like? They mistake flow state for confidence. They think they've entered the zone just because they pulled off a few clean dribbles or scored a goal. But that's not flow, that's just a short burst of momentum. It comes and goes depending on your mood, the opponent, or even luck. One game you feel unstoppable. The next, you're second-guessing every touch, hesitating before passing, and making sloppy mistakes. That's not flow, that's inconsistency. Here's the difference. A casual player has good moments. A pro has good games. Flow state isn't about getting lucky with a few good plays. It's about playing at your peak level every single time. When you're truly in flow, you're not thinking about your next move. It just happens. Your body reacts instantly and every touch feels effortless. If you want to reach that level, you need to stop relying on random bursts of confidence and start training your mind and body to enter flow state on command. Now, I'll teach you how to enter this state, not just once, but every time you step onto the pitch. I used to believe flow was random. Some days, I felt unstoppable, playing my best football, and other days, nothing clicked. I know many of you think the same, but here's the truth. Flow isn't luck, it's a skill. And the best part, you can train it, control it, and make it happen whenever you want. But before we talk about how to enter flow, we need to remove what's blocking it. There are 3 main things stopping you, and each one has a simple fix that can completely change how you play. And the first is overthinking. When I first joined an academy, I struggled because the players were stronger, faster, and more skilled than me. Before that, I had only played against kids my age, where I always had time to think and make decisions comfortably. But now, every time I received the ball, I hesitated. That hesitation made me too slow, and because of it, I played terribly and ended up on the bench. I wasn't playing badly because I lacked skill. I was just stuck in my own head, overanalyzing every move instead of letting my instincts take over. Flow state happens when your actions are automatic, not when you're overthinking every decision. The only way to stop second-guessing yourself is to train under pressure until quick decisions become natural. Play against stronger opponents who force you to react faster and won't give you time to hesitate. When you receive the ball, check your shoulder before your first touch, see the field, and make your decision instantly. Then act on it without fear. Yes, you will make mistakes at first. You will lose the ball, and you will overthink. But the more you force yourself to play at full speed, the more your body will adapt, and eventually, you won't even have to think about it. But don't misunderstand me. Just training harder won't fix this. You need to train smarter. Your training should reflect exactly how you play in a match. If you're a striker, practice receiving crosses and finishing without hesitation. Instead of freezing up and overanalyzing in front of goal, train yourself to instantly read the goalkeeper's position and shoot where the space is open. If you do this enough in training, it will start happening automatically in real matches, and you won't even realize it. Flow isn't about trying harder or forcing yourself to play well. It's about trusting your instincts so deeply that everything feels effortless. The second thing stopping you from entering flow state is fear of failure. Most players don't realize how much fear controls their game. You have the potential to become a pro and play at your absolute best, but sadly, fear is holding you back. And it's not just the fear of losing the ball, it's the fear of making mistakes, getting judged, or looking bad in front of teammates and coaches. This fear forces you to play safe. Instead of taking risks, you start choosing the easiest option, passing the ball away instead of driving forward, hesitating instead of attacking the defender, or holding back instead of finishing a chance. Now ask yourself honestly, if you keep playing like this, will you ever achieve your dream? The answer is a big no. You'll waste all your potential, and that's the harsh truth. Even legends like Messi and Ronaldo make simple mistakes, misplacing passes, missing shots, but do they stop? Do they start playing safe? No. Even at the highest level, with thousands of fans expecting perfection, they keep going. Your teammates and coach don't care about every single mistake you make. Stop avoiding mistakes. Start accepting them. After every match or training session, take time to reflect. Think about the bad passes, the missed chances, the dribbles you hesitated on, but don't dwell on them. Learn from them. The third thing stopping you from entering flow state is a lack of trust in your own instincts. You've put in the work, trained hard, and developed your skills. But when it's time to perform, you overthink. Instead of trusting yourself, you hesitate. Your best moments happen when you don't think, when you just act. That's when everything clicks. And the key to making this happen every time: repetition, pressure, and trust. You need to train in match-like situations, again and again, until your body reacts automatically. Put yourself under intense pressure, force quick decisions, and play in fast-paced, small-sided games where hesitation isn't an option. But here's something most players get wrong. Flow isn't about taking wild risks. It's about choosing the right moments. When the game starts, keep it simple. Short passes, clean touches, controlled movements. Let the game settle. Once your team builds momentum, then start taking risks. Attack defenders only when it makes sense. When you're 1 versus 1 and confident, or when there's no better passing option. The more you train this way, the more natural it becomes. There are 3 powerful mental exercises that can improve your dribbling without even stepping on the field. You don't need to exhaust yourself with intense training, because your mind is just as important as your feet. Many professional footballers use mental training to sharpen their skills, and you can do the same. And the first is visualization training. Close your eyes and imagine yourself in a packed stadium. Fans are chanting your name, you receive the ball, cut past the defender, attack him directly, then cut inside and take the shot. You get fouled, a free kick. This is your moment. You step up, take the shot, and score. Feel everything: the ball at your feet, the sound of the fans, the pressure, the excitement. When you visualize in this much detail, your brain believes it's real. It doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So this type of mental training conditions your mind and body to react instinctively in real matches. The second powerful mental exercise is watching and analyzing top dribblers like Messi and Neymar. Your mind learns by watching, and if you study the right players, your brain starts picking up their patterns automatically. Pick a world-class dribbler who plays in your position. If you're a winger, study players like Neymar Jr., but don't just focus on their dribbling. Watch how they move off the ball. Look at how they create space before receiving the ball, how they time their runs, and how they position themselves. Watch their first touch, their body positioning, their feints, and how they make defenders lose balance. And here's the most important part. Don't just watch highlights. Highlights only show the best moments. But real learning happens in full matches. That's where you see when they dribble, when they pass, how they create chances, and how they make quick decisions. The third and final mental exercise is mindset training for confidence. And the best part, it's the easiest, simplest, yet most powerful thing you can do every morning. Before you even step on the field, train your mind to believe in your ability. Say things like, I am a confident dribbler. I take on defenders without fear. I stay calm and in control under pressure. This kind of positive self-talk reprograms your mind to remove fear and hesitation. And if you do this every morning, your dribbling will improve before you even touch the ball. If you've ever watched Cristiano Ronaldo closely, you'll notice that he always talks to himself before taking a free kick, or even before a match starts. Why? Because what you say to yourself shapes how you play. The more you talk confidently, the more confident you become. And when your mind is ahead of your body, everything will feel natural when the time comes to play.